Okay, now it's time for poems. Donald, take over.
First, I just want to make sure that all three of our readers are here. Anissa?
She's here. She went to get her purse.
Okay, and Cindy? And Gina. How are you, Gina? Good. So Gina, why don't you read to us first, since you're an old hand, and I meant at the podium. And then after Gino, Cindy, without introduction, would you mind just coming up and reading your poem, and then Anissa can follow you.
I took a course on poetry 4 years ago at the University of Scranton, and contrary to what I did in my lifetime is when I went to college, I never crammed for a single exam in my life. Never. I crammed for nothing. But it seemed that when I went back to school, I was cramming it quite a bit. And in fact, we had a poem that we had to write for that morning, so I hadn't written it at night. So I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I wrote this poem, and it was inspirational. And I think I wrote it in about 30 minutes, and I was so excited because I was just going to be 80 years old. And then I thought about it. Giuseppe Verdi was writing operas when he was 80. You know? At any rate, the name of the poem is The Best of the Bunch. The sun shares its energy with us all. Animals, vegetables, short or tall. A photon here, a photon there. It doesn't really seem to care, but it becomes but it beams proudly when one becomes special, and then outdoes itself here on earth, showing off its golden worth. Great, full of itself and sweet, has all the qualities that meet the challenge to come up to muster with a complexion of such luster, selected among the cluster, handpicked to become divine, destined not for juice, but for wine.
Good morning. This has indeed been a full week. So many thoughts going through our minds, and when I agreed to read the poem, we had just heard our first speaker, and a poem came to mind. And then I went to Nelly's Theater of the Oppressed, and another poem came to mind. I thought, oh, I'll read that one. And then with the nanobots and the astronomer, yet another poem came to mind. And with Martine last night, telling us to leave the world a better place. I've settled on yet another poem. None of these were my own original poems. They'd already been published by others. That hopefully has a little element of everything that I've learned this week, and also a little bit of whimsy, which I don't ever want to lose in making the world a better place. The poem is titled "Fat is Not a Fairy Tale" by Jane Yolen. I am thinking of a fairy tale. Cinder elephant, sleeping Tubby, Snow White, where the princess is not anorexic, wasp-waisted, flinging herself down the stairs. I am thinking of a fairy tale, Hansel and Great, Rapunzel, Bounty and the Beast, where the beauty has a pillowed breast and fingers plump as sausage. I am thinking of a fairy tale that is not yet written, for a teller not yet born, for a listener not yet conceived, for a world not yet won, where everything round is good, the sun, wheels, cookies, and the princess.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Is this all right? Okay, awesome. When I was thinking about what poem to read, I was thinking about poems that would be relevant to my own generation and some thoughts and worries that we have. And this was a poem that was published by Scott Hightower in 1952, and I feel it is very sad that we would have to relate to the same things that we do now, the same worries that we had back then. And this is a poem called Apocalypse Soliloquy. I hope my death is not stolen from me by a fiery blast of Fahrenheit or Celsius, or another incalculable accuracy. I will gladly relinquish all the pleasures of daily bread, the pride and dreams of art, even poets, but I hope my death will not be taken from me. Actually, it is a modest policy, little there to discuss as to solace or in the way of privacy. A valued moment of self-possession, might it be something to embrace more than to expose. I hope my death will not be pried from me. My end is not to be just a cause in a public school of scientists teeming against a disease, a private point in a welter of piracy. After all, won't it fundamentally and rightly be mine and no one else's? I hope my death is not taken from me. Better it be an appointment kept